you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
Today we're going to talk about NCAA student athletes and labor law. So pack a lunch. The Pittsburgh Steelers traded the best wide receiver in football to the Oakland Raiders last Sunday. And Antonio Brown is the best wideout, flat out. For him, the Raiders gave up a 3rd and 5th round draft pick and a lot of money. ESPN's Adam Schefter said the math works out to a 3-year deal worth up to $54 million in change from the Raiders, with $30 million of that $54 million guaranteed. He previously had 3 years and $38.9 million left on his contract with the Steelers, with none of that money guaranteed, in which he was basically playing like an NCAA athlete, and we'll get into that as we continue. In the end, Brown converted the Steelers' 4-year extension at $17 million per year into what amounts to $19.8 million per year in new money. The math also says Pittsburgh will have to eat $21.2 million in dead money toward the NFL salary cap. What's dead money in the NFL? Dead money is a salary cap charge for a player that is no longer on a team's roster. It exists because of how the salary cap accounting rules operate in the NFL's collective bargaining agreement. Signing bonuses, option bonuses, certain roster bonuses are prorated or spread out evenly over the life of a contract for a maximum of 5 years. When a player is released, traded, or retires, the remaining proration of these salary components immediately accelerates onto the team's current salary cap. So, I'm laying this out for you because I want you to hear just how much loot there is in playing football at the highest level for the most talented among us. I'm laying this out for you so you can hear Sam Ehlinger, who is the University of Texas quarterback, when he writes a tweet that says, "Consider a full-time unpaid internship that requires 1 to 4 years of participation with a minimum 40-hour work week. This internship generates millions of dollars for your company and billions of dollars for the broadcasting companies that cover your industry. Within this internship, you risk your short-term and long-term health on a daily basis. You endure the internship with less than a 2% chance to advance in your industry and obtain a full-time job." End quote. Now, would you accept that internship? You're doggone right you would, but you shouldn't have to. And the distinguished gentleman out of North Carolina, Mark Walker, doesn't think you should either. It's why he introduced a bill that would amend the definition of a qualified amateur sports organization in the tax code to remove the restriction on student athletes using or being compensated for the use of their name, image, and likeness, which is the least we can do. No one can tell you exactly what Kyler Murray's name and image were worth as he led the University of Oklahoma's football team to a college football playoff berth, or as he ascends to the top of the NFL draft class. But let's start with, it'd be a sight more than the $40,000 you pulled down pecking out those TPS reports. What's Baker Mayfield worth in an OU jersey? Clemson quarterback Trevor Lawrence in a Tigers jersey? Power forward Zion Williamson in a Duke jersey? But forget jerseys, you're not thinking wide enough here. The women's basketball team should be able to make YouTube videos and monetize them. What's a hitting instruction video from OU softball player Jocelyn Allo worth to the travel ball enthusiast? What's a premium website full of OU gymnast Maggie Nichols tips and tricks and shirts worth to parents with tumblers in the family? Walker is on his fight me, saying, signing on with a university if you're a student athlete should not be a moratorium on your rights as an individual. This is the time and the moment to be able to push back and defend the rights of these young adults, end quote. But you won't because you don't care about the youth. You'd rather let them suffer and applaud the Pittsburgh Steelers, essentially robbing themselves of $21.2 million they can't spend because Antonio Brown flexed on them and got exactly what he wanted. Brown turns 31 during the same month I turned 32. What's the difference between Brown and Kyler Murray? 10 years and $30 million in guaranteed money. Does that sound fair? The answer that popped into your head shouldn't be yes or no. It should be, how dare we hold our young people back while we make our living on their backs? I want to be an English professor. I want to talk about sports on the radio. I want to talk about sports on TV. But as long as I get to do that, I think that the people that I cover should be compensated fairly for their efforts. Free your mind of the accepted dogma from the NCAA. We don't need it. We just need you.